Guys, what's going on? My name's Dave. This is Dick's 4x4 Garage. Thank you for joining me tonight in the garage. I appreciate it. So, on the agenda tonight, tell you what we got going on. We are going to talk about LS budget power. We're going to talk about, is a cam the right choice for your LS? And the engine LS rebuild series, and as always, Chevy square body trucks. And then we will roll in to some Q&A. So, let's give that a go. And what's going on? All right, so I wanted to start off briefly by talking about 2019, what we got coming up in 2019. Briefly talk about 18, and basically I had to take some time off because I had a lot of stuff going on, had to feed the family, so I had to take care of that first, get a different job. But I had a lot of time to focus on my channel. What's up, Cassidy? And get laser focused on what I wanted this channel to be about and what it used to be about. What's up, Senor Taco? And so basically, you know, if you guys seen my old sticker, it was about LS engines, garage work, and wheeling, and kind of went a little bit away from that in 18, but we're gonna get back into balancing it out with a lot more square body stuff, a lot more LS stuff, which is why I wanna do that teardown video. So I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. So, you know, I asked myself, you know, what this channel is about: square bodies, 4x4s, LS engines, and my value proposition to you, and that's basically how to be your neighborhood's cousin Eddie, so I can teach you that. But anyways, I just want to make better videos for you guys and give you some helpful information along the way. Thank you, I appreciate that. But you know, the one thing that does make this whole thing special, this whole YouTube experience, because you know there's no like playbook for it, is you guys, and I appreciate you guys being here and joining me tonight. So what's going on? What do you guys got going on tonight? Got anything special happening? So I know some of you guys have seen that new build we got going on, that LS build that we're going to be doing, that live one. And I'll probably ask later if we get some more people up in here, but what do you guys want to see that engine going? I think I'm going to go like the turbo route with it and get that sucker going on. So anyways, hey, how's that snowmobile? How's the snowmobile build going on? You having any luck at that? So anyways, in 2019, we're going to be doing more collab videos. We're going to be doing a lot more live videos. And then, as always, LS and square body stuff. So, I had somebody send me a question on Instagram. And basically, it was, you know, he wanted to budget, you know, do some budget stuff for his LS engine. And so, I wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit briefly and let you guys know about that. So I think like the best way as far as a budget, what to do budget-wise for your LS engine would be to pretty much keep it stock, just throw some headers on it and tune that bad boy. I think that's gonna give you the best bang for your buck because you can never compare it to what's going on in like a stock Silverado, whatever it came out, because they're totally, you know, detuned. And once you tune them, it'll light that sucker up quick. Nothing denied. Going to check out the cab for my Titleist K30 tomorrow. Right on. Doing head gaskets. Getting ready for the weekend. Right on. What you got going on this weekend with it? Hey, thanks a lot, Jeff. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us tonight. And how's your build coming along? What you got going on with it? Going riding with the boys. Nice. I got a wheeling trip coming up on Sunday, but apparently it's supposed to, this place we're going, it might it might rain and potentially snow. So we're kind of trying to debate whether we're going to go do that or not. Nice. Nice. So the plan, if you guys have noticed, I've talking about that LS build that we're going to do live, and so I hope that you guys will hang out and do that with me. I think it'll be pretty beneficial because a lot of people can ask questions. We'll just do it kind of little chunks at a time. So we'll do the head tear down and then do some Q&A and then move on to, like a cam, pulling out the cam and all that stuff, and just kind of be thorough about it, make the videos go about an hour long, and just have a good time with it. So, like I said, I want to go do like the piston route, or excuse me, the turbo route, and put some different heads on it, maybe lower the compression a little bit, and get that sucker going. So anybody got any big plans this weekend other than doing your snowmobiling? And tell me how you guys like doing the live videos. Tell me if you guys like them, because I'm going to be doing a lot more of them, because I need I'm trying to put out better videos. So I like to do the live videos because I get to talk to you guys and kind of see what you guys are looking for, and making sure like the video is up to snuff, because always trying to make them better, definitely. So that's like my goal for 2019 is just to crush out awesome videos. Okay, so we got a Ram fan up in the house. I don't know how other people are gonna feel about that, but I don't really care who wins. So those guys ain't standing up for the flag. I ain't gonna watch that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like totally diehard into that, but I can't do it no more. Right on, Senor Taco. We're definitely gonna be doing a whole lot more of them, so stick around for more. So what's up, guys? You got any questions about the K20 or anything else like that? Let's see what's going on. Miss Wag Monkey 11, how are you going to do the last wiring? What are you talking about on the last wiring? What do you be more specific on that? Talk about Jeeps? Well, what do you want to know about Jeeps? What do you want to talk about with the Jeep? We could always talk about Jeep. We can talk about whatever we want. It's live, whatever. I did a wire, let's see, Miss Wag Monkey 11, I did wire kit, got fed up and went carb. Well, hey, you can do that if you want. You're probably not gonna get quite the performance, but you can go that route if you'd like. Yeah, I don't know, like, as far as wiring goes, I mean, you can take a stock harness and kind of do it up, do however you want, or go with the painless. I mean, that stuff, I mean, it's not like super hard, so there's like so many threads and stuff out there. So like if any of you guys are doing this stuff, like the LS swaps and stuff, and you want any information, just hit me up like in an email or a PM or something, and like I've got like tons and tons and tons of links that like for all the research that I've done over the years, and I'll be happy to share that with you. As a matter of fact, I'll just put some in the video descriptions below when this video is over, and you guys can come back and get them. Like I'll list all of them, how to do the harness, all the pin outs, all that stuff. So yeah, let's see what we got going on down here in the chat. What transfer case are you going to use on the K20? Okay, I'm going to use a NP205, and to adapt it to a 4L80, I got the advanced adapters adapter. So the kit was kind of pricey, and I had to have some machine work done on the case of the 205, but once I got that done, it's gonna work out. So I actually, the transfer, what's up, Fortify Off-Road? I actually got the transfer case sitting over here in a box. It's like completely torn apart. And so I've got to put all that back together when I get the transmission and get that done. So I think I actually have to trim the output shaft on the transmission a little bit. So I'll see once I get that all together. What's up, Metal Militia Smith, 714 Chevy Junkie. What's up, brother? Good to see you up in here. Senior Taco plan is to go with a Hal standalone on my 8.1. Nice. Fortify, what you got going on, man? You all done? Ready for the hammers? Getting ready for it? Doesn't that thing starts like Wednesday or something, doesn't it? LS Fest or not? Hey, what's up, Luke? So if any of you guys know this guy Luke right here, that's up in the chat, he's got a pretty badass S10 that he LS swapped, and he put a rear end in it this week, and I had to give him a ride to work every day, but it's all good. But that's who we got this engine from, so it's going to be all good. And LS Fest, I think it's going to happen. So I actually found a 4L80 from somebody who was in the live chat last weekend, and I think he just wants to trade for like some headers or something. So I don't know. We might make that happen. I think we will. Yeah. So for those of you who are in here, Chevy Junkie, or no, 714 Chevy Junkie, he asked me earlier about some budget LS stuff to make it pop a little bit more, and he asked me about a cam. So I looked into the cam a little bit. It's not a bad cam, and I think, and I'll throw the numbers out here for people so that they can see it. But the, where did I put my paper at? But anyhow, so I don't think it's a bad cam, and I think that it will actually work. But if you're looking for like that low end power, like off the line to that 2500, that like sweet spot, because we're driving 4x4s, we got the big tires and all that stuff. So I think like maybe the best route, if you didn't want to spend the 300 and I'll do all the work on the cam, is maybe to just go with just a nice tune and some headers. And I think that will give you a lot of torque, because most of these cams, you'll lose torque like super down low, and then once you get up past 2500 into that 3 grand range is when they kind of start really waking up. And you do gain torque and gain horsepower, but it's like it's up in the curve. So I don't know. I would go that route, like I said. So get a nice tune on it after you get it in there, and put some headers on it. Headers are the best thing for LS engines. You get headers and like a really good tune, and that thing's off the hook. All right, what do we got going on in the chat here? So Fortify's almost ready for for King of the Hammers. So I don't know. Do you guys raise your hand in here if you guys know who Fortify Off-Road is? Because that dude's doing some good ass stuff. And we may do a little collab down the road. I might be cruising down there checking out his shop and doing a video about that. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys like to see a video about that. Let's see here. So somebody asked, what front axle do you have in the K20? It's a 10 bolt, 8 lug 10 bolt. And it's going to work out just fine. I used this one in the K10 wheeling it with 37s and never had any issues at all. Let's see here. Yeah, so as Fortified was saying, it's amazing the tune. So that's one of the things, like when you're thinking about doing an LS engine and you're thinking about, what to do to get more performance, you really don't need to look much further than just putting a good tune on it, because that tune it'll make a night and day difference. So like I said, if you compare it to whatever you're taking it out of, like a stock Silverado, they detune those things so much because they know that over time all the stuff's gonna break down and wear in the engine. You're gonna run cheap gas, so they tune it for all that. But if you actually get it a good tune, even if you just went manifolds, that thing would be hot. So so definitely. Let's see here. Gavin Barr, what's up? And we are live. We're doing it. I don't know how long it's gonna go, but we'll just go until we can't go no more. Metal. Let's see. I've got an SM465 until Steve sells me his MV4500. LOL. So 3K will come quick. Yeah, I don't know. Both of those transmissions are good, but man, that SM465 is tough to drive because it's like by the time you're done shifting that thing. Let's see here. What did you use for a coolant sensor on your LS swap? The adapters are garbage. Okay, so on my coolant sensor, how I set that up is I use for the PCM, I just use the standard block location. And I hope that's what you're asking about. And then what I do is I take one of like a stock, like square body sender, I like mill it down, and I use, I think it's an M1215 die. And then I put that in the back of the passenger head, and then I run my stock gauge to it, and it takes care of like the interior gauges and all that stuff. So pretty much with these, I got it set up to where all of my interior gauges work, so I don't have to use any kind of aftermarket stuff. So all that stuff works good. So if you have other questions about it, you can ask here or hit me up in the comments or on a DM or send me an email, dave@dix4x4.com. Let's see here, what do we got? Thank you, Phantom Blooper 84. it's coming along, you know, just a lot of, it's a lot of work, you know, but it's so much fun, you know, like I'm super pumped to be back on that project. And I got some big plans for it down the road, so definitely stay tuned for it. What's up, Spun? Good to see you up here in the house. Good to see you, brother. Oh, nice. Got somebody following your K5 build there, Spun. So what do you got going on tonight, Spun? How's everything coming with that K5? Did you get that steering box fixed? And Steve, when you put an LS in that truck, man, when you put an LS in that Blazer, you can get rid of that small block, bro. And okay, so Fortify Off-Road's asking what's up with the crawler hauler. So I don't know if any of you guys have been around for a while, you've seen the crawler hauler, and it was this 3500, an 05 3500 that I bought for 600 bucks, and really all it needed was a flex plate and a little TLC, and I slid the bed back so that I could fit my my K10 on it and go wheeling. And so it's basically, I took the engine and trans out because it had the 4L80 I needed. It had a 6-liter, and I was gonna put it in the K20, and then you know, all that stuff happened in 18, and I couldn't work on the truck, so I ended up selling that stuff. And now it's just sitting on the side of the house, kind of sad. So it looks like Dave's junkyard on the side of the house, but you know, I don't know. I'll figure something out with it. Let's see here. So okay, so Fortify is saying, what is that next week at the Hammers? You're putting an LS in it, or are you gonna come pick up this crawler hauler from me? All right. What kind of gauges do you use with it? I use all my stock gauges with the LS. The on the K10 that I did, I used like a late model Cinder so I could use the stock tank, because my stock K5 tank that I used, it didn't have a baffle in it, so I used a late model pump assembly that has the fuel bucket in it, so that way I didn't have any issues when I was wheeling. And I ended up using an aftermarket, like an autometer gauge. It works okay. But with this one here, I'll be able to use all the stock gauges. So if you use a stock Cinder, you shouldn't have any problems with any of that. None of that stuff changes. Yeah, so Luke on here, he said he talked me into pulling the motor, and then I sold it. I did. I sold it to a guy at work after I bought my Jeep because I wanted to put more of a down payment on it. So in retrospect, it was dumb, but I think the transmission was wiped anyway, so it ain't no big deal. What has Spun got going on here? Hey, well, you know, if you fix it tomorrow, Spun, you could come wheeling with us out at Logandale on Sunday. What do you think? You think the K5 could handle that out there? I think so. Let's see. I don't know what Fortify Off-Road's talking about. I don't know what he sold for the midget hookers, but maybe, or maybe that he's saying that that's what I sold for them, but I'm not. But more like a Jeep. Anyways, let's see. So Fortify said it will get an LS next year after the rear links, and it's going to get boosted too. Nice. Nice, yeah, that's the direction I'm going with this engine. I've done turbo builds for people. I've done some like import turbo builds, and I've done some LS turbo builds, but I definitely, with this 5.3, I think that I can turn it into something that's making pretty good horsepower. So yeah, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think should be the next project that this engine should go in that we're getting ready to do? So I don't know. Like, I would love to do a bagged out. Just a bagged out C10, or maybe like an all-wheel drive K-truck, something like that. You know, like take all the drivetrain out of a newer truck. I don't know, something like that. I think that would be cool. Let's see. What's up, Res Goat Rising? Good to see you this morning. Good morning, wherever you're at. Let's see here. Gavin Barr, I just got a True Track for my Yukon. Really glad I got that to replace the Eaton G80. That True Track is way better for off-road. Nice. Yeah, let me know. I've just really used mini spools and stuff like that, and you know, they always work off-road, but they sure do suck on-road. Slammed K5. Oh man, who would like to see a slammed K5 with a turbo slammed K5? Wouldn't that be pretty awesome? That'd be badass. A crew cab K30. I don't know, one of those would be cool too. There's so many cool square body directions we could go. And that's pretty crazy. Metal Malicious Smith, only boost I got from my truck is when I tell my wife to get out and push, LOL. I hope she ain't reading that, by the way. Fortify Off-Road's cracking me up with the comments here. Oh my God. Yeah, like an old like free candy van, huh, Steve? That'd be pretty awesome. Nelson721, what's up? Welcome, brother. Looking for a 64 to 66 Chevy GMC to put on my 03 Denali frame. Hey, that sounds pretty good. You know, I was thinking about actually taking the 1-ton frame on the side of the house for the crawler hauler and setting something on that. I think like you know, if I did like a crew cab, like a crew cab square body, that would be a pretty cool frame for that. It's got a nice rear end in it. It's got that AAM 11.5. And I just did all the brakes on it, so it's just sitting there chilling. It's got a hydro boost and everything on it, so yeah. Let's see. Oh, I hope we ain't getting no lag here. Gavin Barr, the lockup for the True Track is really smooth, very good for daily driving. Nice. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I want to do in the axles for the K20, because right now there's a mini spool in the rear and a mini spool in the front. So I'm hoping that, you know, by the time I get there, maybe I'll get some sponsors that want to send me some parts. Maybe I have something to do. Otherwise, I'll have to roll around with some chirping wheels for a while. Nice boosted G30. I could do that. So tell me about your truck, Steve, the Fortify off-road truck. Tell me more about that. I know you said you're gonna link the rear, so how's the front setup and what engine you got going on in there? A K30, you know what, Resgo Rising, the problem with these square body trucks and rock crawling is that you can do it, and like I'm gonna be rock crawling more in the K10 once I get the axles and do the cage and all that stuff. But they're really kind of big, so if you want to do it for like cruising around and rock crawling, you just beat the hell out of it, you know. And it's like, you know, that's why the Jeeps are such like a really good option, because they're smaller and you really don't beat them up. But these trucks they're so big for us. But like, I don't know if like mud and stuff like that, but the rock crawling I do out here, it just beats the crap out of them. And so like I beat up my Blazer that I had, I beat up the K10, and I'm just kind of tired of like demolishing these K trucks, you know. So maybe I just use the K20 for hauling stuff around. Yeah, the Blazer, the white Blazer, I'm curious about that. So how that's set up. The one that you stripped all of the what do you call it? The one you stripped all the decals off of, the Blazer. Because I know you got the pickup truck that has an LS in it. I see you doing some badass burnout videos. Yeah, so who wants to see me cruise out to California and do a collab video with Fortify Off-Road? I think that would be pretty fun. I really want to go out there and check out the trucks that they're doing and do some like donuts in them and jump some sand dunes and stuff. I think that would be pretty fun. Yeah, so Gavin, you know, you're talking about LS swapping your Yukon. You could just go with the 5.3, man. Like, if you got a 5.3 that's nice and tight with a good tune, even if just a stock cam, that thing's gonna have plenty of power, man. You ain't gonna have like any issues with that whatsoever. What's up, Angel Castro? It's got a GM Classic Sierra 1986 step side. Right on. What are you doing with that sucker? What kind of direction you going with it? Is it like a cruiser, or are you in the middle of a build? What's happening with it? Phantom Blooper 84. I think you should build your own custom rock crawler, frame and all, then drop the LS in that. Yeah, you know, I could do that. That would be kind of fun, actually, to just make my own frame and stuff like that. I don't really think it would be like that crazy hard, you know? Might be easier just to start off with, you know, your own kind of custom frame instead of doing all that stuff, you know, dealing with the stock frame. All right, so let's see. Fortify Off-Road, it's got beams that we made and 17 inches of travel up front. The back has a Deaver spring pack that's 65 inches long and has 17 inches of travel. The motor is a mild small block with a mild cam. Right on, man. So how are them, I was talking with Robert's Custom Trucks, and he was telling me that you guys had to go Deavers because you were having problems with killing the other leaf springs out back. But you should squash all that with the rear links, I think. Okay, so Angel Castro, I want to swap an engine. What LS should I put in it? Whatever, 4.8, 5.3, 6.0, 6.2, whatever you can find that's cheap, put in it. It'll be like way better than any small block you got going on right there. Even a 4.8, man, those things run good. Let's see, what does Fortify say here? Ethel is the pickup. She's got the 2012 5.3 MV 4500 241C running on the corn. Yeah, he sent me a video earlier today where he's pumping some E85 in that sucker. So the problem here is, like, I mean, you can get E85 here, but it's, you know, it's like sparse. You know, you got to drive far. So if you're running out of gas, you'd have to freaking, you might be just coasting into the gas station, that's for sure. Yeah, so, hey, so Fortify, I got a question for you, Steve. So if you had to, these people who are thinking about switching from a small block to an LS, give your opinion of your small block, which is kind of mildly built, and just like a stock LS. What's Fortify say? Oh yeah, you smoke those springs. Great for crawler or daily, but won't handle what we're throwing at. Yeah, dude, you guys do some crazy stuff. Like, I would love to just be able to like fly over those sand dunes. Like, I really love going to the dunes and doing that kind of stuff. Terry, yo, what's up, buddy? Throw a please say it, China choo-choo in it. LS for life. You know, you do one LS swap, it'll make a believer out of you forever. That's for damn sure. And that's what I don't know if Luke is still up in here, but we were talking about that when we were driving back and forth to work this week. And you just can't, like, the drivability of it, it's unbelievable, you know, especially when you're going from a small block. You know, it's just like getting into a new car that runs well, but then you still have like that old school truck swag, you know, that who cares if other people hate it, but you love it, you know. So that's what the cool thing is for me, you know, having a loud truck. And I used to get, even before I primered the K10, people were always like, man, that's a bad truck, you know. But anyhow, the most reliable part of your truck. Why, is stuff falling off of it? Nice. Nice. Hey, so guys, if you're in here, what was the, how long have you guys been watching my channel? And you think the videos have been getting better? I'm definitely this year, man. We're going to crank out some good videos. So we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, definitely. Yeah, Terry, yo, definitely gonna do a turbo. We're definitely, this LS engine that we're gonna rebuild, we're gonna set it up for a turbo. So we'll gap the rings accordingly. We'll put some probably gonna run like LS1 heads on it, and find a good cam for it, and then set it up for a turbo in the next project that we do, because I think that's gonna be pretty fun. So I really want to get this. Excuse me. My goal is to get the K20 done so that I can get the LS Fest this year, because I really want to get out there and just go hang out, meet some people, and I don't know, just kind of show it off, because, you know, I've been putting a lot of work into it. I've been building on this thing for like years, and I'm just ready to get this sucker done. And then once that's done, I'm gonna go look for like the cheapest truck I can find that's in decent shape and do something cool with it. So like I said, maybe an all-wheel drive kind of setup, or just something cool, because I want to be able to hit the track, and maybe we can turbo it and get something that'll run 10s. I don't know, maybe, right? So that would be kind of fun. Gavin Barr, let's see, what do you got going on? I would say my brother has a new body style Tahoe with a 5.3, and it has way more power than the stock throttle body. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, I mean, an older 350 might have like a smidge bit of torque down low, but you know, the drivability is just awesome. Metal Militia Smith, once you went back to Chevy, the videos got better. LOL, just kidding. Yeah, no, they have though. You know, like it's amazing, like taking that break from it and then coming back to it, like how much like I really enjoyed it. But I think the break was beneficial, because now that I'm back on it, I'm like laser focused on getting it done and like pumping out good quality. And that's why we're doing the live video, and like we're gonna continue to do live videos. So I don't know if I'm gonna do them once a week or every other week, but you know, if I don't have good content to put out to you, I'm not just gonna like throw out some junk. You know, we'll just sit here and kick back and talk about whatever. You know, like I love the interaction of doing the live video and just talking and saying what's up, you know? So let's see here. Phantom Blooper, been watching for about a year, right on. Fortify Off-Road, you've been stepping it up for sure, dude. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. What does Angel Castro got going on here? Fuel pump, spark plug, vacuum valve, distributor cap, the coil, and still doing the same thing. Hey, you know what? Hey, if you gonna come to LS Fest, man, you definitely got to come by here. Check out the garage, and we'll roll out to LS Fest. That'd be awesome, dude. You know what I really want to do at LS Fest? You know what I don't care about the car show or none of that. I want to go to that burnout thing and just do burnouts in a freaking lifted 4x4 truck and just smoke the tires off of it. That's what I really want to do. Let's see. Dude, Steve, you've been watching ever since Arctic Blaze, man. Senior Taco, she had been watching before you got Goldie as a parts truck. Right on, man. Yeah. You know, this thing just started as just a build thread. You know, I didn't want to type a long thing, so I just wanted to post on my build threads, and then now it's just turning into something crazy. Let's see here. SM465 to LS7 pilot bearing is when I started watching. Videos helped me a lot. Right on. I'm glad they could help you. What's up, Rune? Good to see you in here tonight. What you got going on, man? Terry Yo, rushing against the cold, no garage to get the 84 running so I can start working on the 06 GTO that's getting the turbo built. Right on, man. So what kind of direction you got? What year's the GOAT? And what are you planning on doing with it? How's you setting up the engine and all that stuff? So tell me, because I'm curious. And another reason why I want to do the live LS engine videos is because, like I said, I know it'll be beneficial to people on the other side, especially, you know, maybe somebody who hasn't done it before. But I think it'll be beneficial to me because I can get, you know, like I've learned so much through the years from you guys commenting and telling me stuff. And so I think that I'm going to get a lot out of it as well. And so hopefully, you know, it'll come together as more of a, you know, cohesive piece. So yeah, man. What do we got here? Dude, I'm telling you, man. Hey, Steve, if you want to come to LS Fest, let's just go out there and we'll just do like tandem freaking burnouts and do donuts and stuff. That'd be awesome. I seen your burnout video. I know you can do them. Metal Militia. Put together an Amazon store like Merrick's Garage has. That way we can buy parts for our... Oh, you want me to put it to... Yeah, you know, I could probably do something like that. So, you know, I always feel weird doing the whole, like, salesman thing, because it's like, I need parts to do the videos, but, you know, I hate, like, asking for stuff like that. But, yeah, maybe I'll put together an Amazon store and do something cool like that so that you can see that. Maybe some affiliate links or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about, like, the super chat thing where you can give money. I don't know. I never do that. But, you know, if you want to help the cause, maybe I'll turn that on when we do the other videos. So, anyways. Omar, what's up, brother? Good to see you. What you got going on tonight? And Rue, not much, just got done putting a drive shaft in my Jeep, new yokes and steels and new shocks. Right on, right on. And what Jeep do you got, by the way? I know I probably asked you before, but you know, I'm bad at that. Terrio 06 GTO, got the 60 LS2 all aluminum, going to rip it out, gap rings, head studs, LS9 cam, LS7 lifters, better pistons for the boost, running 98mm turbo, a big boy, better half shaft, drive shaft, clutch. Hey, so tell me on your build, Terry, what pistons are you gonna go with on that? Like, I think that, you know, that LS9 cam is a good choice. I really enjoyed that LS9 cam in the K10, like especially like scale and sand dunes. Like I could totally be locked front and rear 35s, and once I got to about $4,000, like for real, like even just in naturally aspirated $4,000, like I could scale a frickin' sand dune. Like once it was in like past that 4,000 to 5,000 range, it would just spin them until I let off. So that cam is awesome, but I lost so much download torque, it was crazy. Let's see here. What's up, Bill Arrow? Good to see you, brother. Just walked into the garage, beer in hand, turned this on. Right on, man. So we're just kicking back, man. I love coming out here, drinking a beer, kicking back with the people. Phantom Blooper, dude, I watch your videos for the parts list. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to do more on the videos of putting like all the parts that I'm using in the, you know, in the description of the video and stuff like that. I wasn't bad about that in the past, but you can always ask me. So like, I'm totally down with you. If you want to put in the comment section a question or send me an email, whatever, dude, I get back to everybody. Now, there's been a time back in the past where maybe I didn't get back to everybody, but I'm always trying to get back to every single person that asks me a question, and I don't mind helping you because that's what it's all about. You know, I watch YouTube and other creators help me, and that's what I, you know, just want to give it back. Give it back to the people, you know. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, definitely, Steve. Yeah, we could do that, brother. 91 XJ 2-door, right on. Let's see, Phantom Blooper 84. I had no idea anyone made a disc brake conversion until your videos a few. Yeah, man, there's all kinds of different ones. I think I'm not sure if like they were the first ones, but I know Off-Road Designs, they had theirs where like it was just a flat piece with some adapters in it, and then people started making the bent ones that you don't have to have the adapter, so that was pretty cool. Let's see here. Terrio, my 84, I stuffed a 5.3 in, have to pull the heads, doing lifters, head gaskets, head stuff, and a big cam right on. Wait, what cam are you going with? I'm curious on that. Let me know. Let me know what you're figuring out with that. Gavin Barr, I wish I could do LS Fest. It's just really far from Indiana. Hey, well, you know, so you got that LS Fest out there, and I don't know when that actually goes down, the one in Bowling Green. Is that like really far from Indiana? I think it's like in the vicinity. The vicinity of the country where everybody's getting frozen right now, I think. Bill Arrow finished my crossover build today. Feels good. So crossover build. Tell me more about that. So I want to know. Resgo Rising says, I turned into Frank the Tank after a couple beers. I only bring enough beers out here that I want to drink during the live thing, because like if I drink more, then it can just go downhill. So we just keep it at a bare minimum out here. Let's see what we got. What is Terrio saying? I'm running an LS9 head gaskets, going to get a custom grind turbo cam for my setup. And I haven't figured on pistons yet, trying to get a truck done so I can focus on that build. Right on, right on. Let's see, Angel Castro, what should I check? Change Chevy truck. Are you saying that it stalls in reverse and drive? Is that what you're saying? And like, give me more information about your setup so that we can help you a little bit better. Yeah, Christopher, what's up, brother? Good to see you up in here. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on making LS Fest, so I don't have the, I don't think I could save up the funds in time for that 4L80, but I found one of my subscribers has one that he wants to trade for some headers that I got, so I I think that sounds like a pretty good deal. So, so I'm gonna pull these headers off and probably go do the El Swapo with him. We'll see how that turns out. But I don't. He said it's from a wrecking yard, and he don't have much information. But I'm still gonna go. We'll see what happens. If maybe it'll hold up for some burnouts at LS Fest, and then we can go from there. You know what I mean? All right, Terry Yo got a question. I used LS2 Pilot instead of the LS7, hoping I can get by with that. But I asked last night about having to move the SM465 forward to mount the engine to the trans. Had that 3/4. Yeah, man. So you gotta you're probably gonna have to change that. If you have the little one that's up in like the front part of there, you're gonna have to pull that out and just do an LS7 bearing, because it ain't gonna work right. So, but it works perfect with the LS7 bearing, so you shouldn't really have any issues with that. So hopefully that answers your question there. What does Gavin Barr got going on? Yeah, this cold has been really bad luck for me. I blew my catalytic converter out and had to put my rear end in 6 inches of snow. Dude, that sucks. Dude, I'm so happy that I'm so happy that I live in Vegas. Like today, I'm sitting outside like in a t-shirt at work, and I was like, dude, this is like the life. I mean, I got to put up with 120-degree weather, but it's way better than being frozen all the time. You guys like can't even go outside where some of you guys are at, I don't think. Terry Yo, let's see. The cam for my truck I'm using is 236, 246, 615, 615 on a 110. Oh, damn, that's a big cam. Way too big of a cam, but it'll work for what I plan to do with the truck. Bro, that's a big cam. What, you're gonna have to run like a freaking 3,500, 4,000 stall with that mofo right there, or at least a loose stall for sure. Let's see, Bill Arrow, DIY 4X, Dana 60 steering arm, 2-inch DOM tubes, 1-ton ball joints, Dodge Ram, 2,500 big brake conversion, PS. Man, you're going all out on that sucker. Hell yeah. Very happy with the setup. 4-inch lift, had to trim cross member to clear the direct. Yeah, man, that sounds awesome. I can't wait to do the crossover on this thing, man. Get rid of that stupid push-pull steering. So I got to figure out how I'm going to set that up on the K20. Christopher Ryan, talking about LS Fest right on, brother. The wife and I are bringing our Novas. We have a big crew coming from, dude, hell yeah, man. So if you guys, hell, you know, maybe even if I can't get out there in the truck, you know, maybe we'll go meet up and kick back, or maybe I'll just show up and hang out with you guys, because that would be super cool to see you guys there. Just to go say what's up, you know? So I think that would be pretty awesome. So, what do you guys got planned for this weekend? And what do you guys have planned next for your projects that you want to talk about up in here? I'd like to know more about your guys' projects to see what you guys got going on. But for me, I'm gonna go grab what I was waiting on for the K20, and I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, so on the K20, I'm getting ready to do the brake lines, and so I'm gonna replace every single brake line up in there. I'm gonna replace the proportioning valve, with a 4-wheel disc brake proportioning valve. So basically it's the same design, same. So if you were doing the swap and you wanted to run all your stock lines, you technically could. When I got the 20, it had a brake line that was kind of kinked and it wasn't looking very good, and that was the one that ran from basically the front all the way to the back. So I'm doing them all, and I had to get this fitting right here, and so this goes into the master cylinder, and this also goes out of the back of the proportioning valve. And so basically what it is I'm doing 3/16 line all the way, the whole way, and I didn't feel like the flare on the 3/16 was gonna work for the, let me show you here. You see how that's opened up pretty big? So where it goes into the master, it was like 1/4 inch. And so I had to get 2 of these. So one of these goes to the master, one of these goes to the proportionate valve, and then it goes to the 3/16 so that I wouldn't have any issues. So I don't think it would have been an issue, but This is what I was waiting on, and that was holding me up because I want to start at the front and then go to the back. And so I still don't know how I'm going to do my coils, or if I'm going to do just some kind of like crazy stuff. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, oh dude, Fortify, dude, that's that cam that he's putting in that sucker, that thing is friggin' a monster. That thing's gonna sound like a frickin' beast, man. 714 Chevy Junkie Hydro Boost swap as soon as I get my damn lines right on. I want to do a Hydro Boost too, I think, but I don't think I'm gonna have like a super big cam in this truck, so I don't really worrying about it. The problem, okay, so Angel has a question. The problem is my 86, and I don't know, I can't read this that good, but it stalls in drive and reverse. It shuts down, or stalling. What kind of, like, what engine's in there, man? What's going, you know, tell us a little bit more about what your situation is. They doing hot, cold all the time, you know? What's up with that? Tell us a little bit more. Jeffrey Shaw, what's up? Sent you a PM on Facebook. I need your opinion on bodywork for my K10. If that was directed at me, I'm not the best bodywork person, but I'll definitely check your question out and see what you got going on. So I might know like a smidge, you know. And it's like, I think I could do bodywork. It's just, man, I just do not want to do bodywork. Anyways, all right, Terry, yo, you take it easy, brother. Have a good night, man. We'll see you soon. See you on the next video. Let's see. What's Fortify Off-Road talking about? I'm going to shred the whole week of KOA. Oh, yeah, who's all going? Dude, you know, I wish I could have rolled. I should have rolled out there. I should just roll out there anyways and just say what's up. I think that would be pretty cool. So I would like to do that. Because it's really pretty close to Vegas. I mean, it ain't really that far. I think I just swing down there real quick, just maybe like one night, just roll up to your camp and say what's up, you know? That would be pretty cool. We need to set up a big meet. You know, I think that would be, you know, Steve, that would be pretty cool, man. So maybe we should set up a big meet. Just kick back, man. That'd be pretty cool. Fortify likes his Hydro Boost. He recommends them. All right, Peter C, Off-Road Auto Garage Repair, what's up? Welcome to the chat. What you got going on tonight? Let us know. And if this question is about me, ever thought about slapping an NV4500 or digging the auto a lot more? The auto is the way to go. The auto is definitely the way to go in these trucks. You can't, it's, I don't know. I wouldn't go with the manual again. Ever. Yeah, you know, I think I might just you know, we'll just stay in touch, you know, on message or on the phone, and we'll figure out a time. Maybe I'll just cruise up and say what's up for a little while, just kick it for a little while. So 714 Chevy Junkie NV4500 all the way. More pedal is always better. So maybe part of the reason why I probably didn't like this in 465 was my clutch setup. I used a 7/8 master cylinder with the Howe hydraulic throwout bearing, and I think that the 7/8 master cylinder was a little bit too big, and so I think when you have a bigger master cylinder, I think you're trying to move like more volume, so it makes the pedal more stiff, maybe, if that makes sense. So I think if I would have went with a smaller, like a 3/4, that the pedal wouldn't have been as stiff, you know, because I think like the stock ones are like 3/4 or something small like that, and it would have probably made my experience a lot better because my pedal was just stiff as crap. So Bill Arrow, let's see what you got going on. Nice, nice, gonna go out and have some fun, there you go. Peter C, Off-Road Auto Garage Repair, not much, just moved to Texas, still getting into the area, right on. Where did you move from? Let us know. Still manual clutch, but it's super smooth. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I went with didn't go with the manual clutch. I think just because I didn't have any of that stuff and I just wanted to go with the hydraulic. And I think I was worried about, you know, the flex and stuff, you know, like it popping out right while rock crawling, because, you know, you can get that flex and that, you know, that connection can come out of there. The old school rods and whatnot out of the clutch fork. Let's see what Fortify said. I wish I did the auto, have the low geared MV 4500, and it sucks. Even with the stock clutch, it's easy to push in, but it's nothing like a good old auto. Yeah, I have to agree. Like, you know, I didn't mind the manual, like in the sand dunes and stuff like that, but you really just, especially with the 465, you don't have, like, there's so much room between gears that you, even if you're like way up high in the RPM range, it just, they don't shift like a regular manual. They shift like a dump truck, you know, and you can't. It just sucks. What's up, Ray Salazar from San Antonio? Good to see you up in here, brother. What you got going on tonight, man? Let's see. All right, should we see if we can help Angel Castro with her problem, or sorry, with his problem here? GM Classic, step side, 4.3 V6 starts, but when I put it in reverse, it shuts off either when the engine is hot or cold. It turns off when I put it in reverse or drive. I don't know. That could be a lot of, you know, that could, there's like so many things that could be causing the issue. I don't know. Maybe throw out some ideas, guys, and we can see if we can help here. Tiny Heim joints. How does that work, Chevy Junkie? How do you have your setup with the Heim joints? Do you have it like, is it when we're talking about the manual? Do you have like an old school bell crank on that you have Heim joints on? I know, I'm curious. Is the whole thing just like all connected? I'm not picturing it in my head, I guess. Let's see, what has Fortified said? GM used a smaller master, and like you said, it relieves some of the effort, but does not throw as far, so throw out distance is more critical. Yeah, you know, so that on that 7/8 master cylinder that I used on the K5 and then put it in the K10 for a while, it only had like an actual inch of movement. So even with it at the top of the pedal, like the pedal only had like that much travel. And so especially when I tried to use it for like rock crawling, it was just like, it was almost one of those things to where like when you released it, it was just like, it was just, you know, there was no like, you had to like almost brace your leg to actually like move your foot enough to let it slip. Otherwise it just, you'd like kill it and stall it, and it sucked. Gilbert Kellistaw Jr., hello all from Zuni, New Mexico. Welcome. What you got going on tonight? Yeah, I think the MV 4500s though, like they're more. I think they're closer though. I think the shift, you know, as compared to the 465. I think I don't know if I've actually driven a truck with the 4500 in it, but I would imagine it's a lot closer. Let's see, Biller, I just installed a Novak 4500 with a stock Z-bar and I love it. Nothing like the old 1-ton manual pickup. I use my truck as it. Well, that's cool, man. I mean, as long as that stuff works. I used to have an 83 Z28 Camaro, and it had a 305 in it, and it had that bell crank clutch in it. And I don't know what happened. I think I got into an accident one time and something shifted, but it's like, it seemed like every 2 months I was breaking the bell crank at that upper ball, and like that thing just pissed me off, and finally I ended up just getting rid of the car. It like drove me crazy fixing that thing, and I don't know what was going on. You know, like I was young and didn't really have like the forethought to just put a hydraulic clutch in it, you know. Yeah, hey, that's a good idea. Idle air control valve. That could definitely be causing some issues there. Yeah. Hey, I agree with you, Bill. I mean, you know, it's kind of cool, but you know, after a while for me, I got old. You know, I just really wanted to put the auto in there. I've been really happy with the turbo. Even, you know, the LS swaps, even without a an overdrive, have been really cool for me. I've ended up, you know, getting good mileage, and to be honest with you, like, it hasn't really ever bothered me. So, you know, like the old school autos, you know, I don't see a problem using them at all. All right, so Peter C. Off-Road says, let's see, oh, like them both. Drove from Virginia to Texas seeing family, had a square, but that rust pretty much took it away. I'm in search of another square. Dig the channel, help me out a lot. Right on, man. You know, that's the one cool thing about doing all this is, like, when I hear that people say that it helped them do their build, you know, even though, like, I always think that I should be giving out more information or doing more of that stuff, but when you guys tell me, like, hey, it helped me out, you know, that's like what makes this all fun, makes it cool. Let's see, 714 Chevy Junkie. So we were talking about the Heim joints on the clutch. So instead of using a stock clutch rod, I think that's what it is, I used a kit from LMC that uses rods with Heim. Okay, so then it just holds it on to where it won't ever fall off, I would imagine, if you were doing that. So that sounds like it would be pretty smooth, I would imagine. Yeah, hey, that'd be cool. 714. Super Johnny 49. What's going on? Saying, Angel, the problem is it's a V6, so I'm not, that could be potentially a little bit of the issue, but maybe not, you know, your total problem there. My truck doesn't have an idle air control valve. It's interesting. Let's see, okay, what is Bill talking about here? I came up with a wicked idea and finished it today. 32-inch light bar with magnets, put a cigarette lighter plug at the end, and now I can switch it between vehicles. The wires are about 5 foot long, so I can. Well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of, hey, whatever works, man. Yeah, if you get a good enough magnet, just move that, yeah, whatever. That's awesome. Then you don't have to drill no holes and have water leaking in your stuff. That's kind of cool. I seen a dude on this guy I worked with. He had one of those Robbie Gordon razors, and he put like aluminum like kind of roof over the top, and he put a light bar that was on, like, I don't know, it was on Heims or something, and he took like an old seat motor out of like an RV seat, and he attached it to a rod on the light bar, like just built like a little bracket off of it, and so then he set a button inside so it would like move the light bars up and down for when he was like out on the sand dunes at night. I always thought that was a pretty cool idea, because, you know, depending on what position you're in, you know, you might need to look down or up or see what's going on the sand dunes. So I always thought that was like a cool idea. Oh, what's Super Johnny got going on here? Oh yeah, he was talking about the V6. I don't know. I would just say, what year did you say that V6 was? Let's see. Let me scroll back up here and see what you said. What year is the V6? Let us know that, so then we know what kind of electrical components are on it. It might help you out here. Bill, I use 2 magnets, 95-pound holding strength. It's pretty funny at night when I stick it on my driver's door. Nice. Yeah, I don't know, Beth. That's a good idea. Blinding the people. Oh, so it's a carbureted. It's a carbureted 4.6. Okay, so if you have just like the standard quadrajet, I think they put the quadrajet on the 4.6s too. One of the things that you could look at is, I don't know, I'm trying to think back when I have my carbureted cars. Maybe it could be, I know sometimes like the float after it gets old, it like sinks a little bit, so it like might be like flooding it out. I don't know, maybe that. I mean, if it's carbureted, I mean, it could be you know, an O2 sensor. I mean, it could be whatever. I don't know. You probably just need to take it to a shop and have it checked out. Maybe somebody that knows what they're, take it to Chevy or something. Maybe they have some old school mechanic that knows what he's doing. I know when I worked at Chevy, there was some old school guys that still, you know, knew how to work on carburetors and stuff. Gilbert, not doing much, just patiently waiting for your future video on wiring your LS swap so I can help me decide what to get for my future build. Yeah, so the, yeah, you know, I thought a lot, and I get a lot of questions about this stuff. Like, I got a lot of questions about everything, but I got a lot of questions about the wiring. And I've done the whole tear down a stock harness and do it that way, and that way, like, really works, and I haven't had any issues with it, but, I think for the price and like the amount of time it takes to actually find a good wiring harness that's not like beat to crap, or even if you bought a new one, like I priced one and like I get cost plus 10 at the Chevy dealership, and I think it was almost 600 bucks, like 5 something just for the engine harness that I needed. And so like I got this painless harness, and it comes with, you know, it comes with the fuse block on it and the fuse, you know, relays, and so it's like, it's basically everything you need to get it going, and it was like 600 bucks, you know what I mean? So it's like way worth the money to go that route, especially for me, because it's like, you know, the time versus finding a good one versus, it's like, why don't you just get something that, and like they're proven, right? Like they've made harnesses they've been making harnesses forever now, and so I think that's the way to go on it. Yeah, so I hope in this video I'll get all the brake system done, try to make a cool piece out of that, and then we'll roll into wiring on the next video. So I'll probably work on that this week and get that going. The stream is a little, oh, is it like a bandwidth issue, or is it just like bouncy, or what's going on with it? Maybe I'm knocking the table too much or something. Yeah, I seen your 714. I seen your pick pop up on here, and I'll have to go check that out after the stream. So hey.